Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle. Swings down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boys Mike and Ali. Guys, we are back. We are here to have a good time. Not maybe for a long time, but for a good time, baby. We are here in the belly of the beast, reporting to you guys live. All right, so the plan is this. We're going to do this little preview show, and then after that, we're heading down to the tailgate, heading to the stadium, man. We're going to see what it's all about. But this is the week that the 49ers right the ship, Ali. Every time I feel good, I'm wrong, man. Every time I felt good, going all the way back to the Super Bowl, I've been absolutely wrong. So I want you to tell me a couple of things. Before we do, though, guys, if it's your first time here on the YouTube page, hit that like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, tell somebody how you found us. All right, I saw a couple of Seahawks fans that have been watching. Shout out and salute to you guys. Much respect. Appreciate you guys and your time. Give us a follow on some of our social media platforms. We have Snapchat and Twitter. Those handles are nothing but 9ERS. Again, there's nothing but the number 9ERS. Then we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Sorry, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Those handles are nothing but Niners. It's spelled all the way out. No numbers in there anywhere. Shout out to the new subscribers. Met a couple of great people last night at the Chapman invasion party. That was phenomenal, man. I know we recapped that already last night, but Ali, I just can't call it anymore. I don't know the Niners anymore. I don't know this team anymore. I know we talked a little bit last night, but what are your thoughts heading into this one? How are you feeling now as compared to last night?
Man, so I usually am the opposite. I'm a little bit pessimistic, but I feel today I'm the opposite. All week I've said I've been feeling good. I'm like, if we just follow the game plan that we need to, run the ball and go back to basics, I feel like we're gonna win today. Just gonna be a Jordan Mason legacy game, man. Jordan Mason legacy game. He's gonna run wild today, and I feel like this offensive line. What do you gotta do on the road? You gotta run the ball and you gotta play good defense. And I feel like we're gonna run the ball. Don't know so much about the defense, how they'll hold up with how they've been, but I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good. I feel like this is. The stars are aligning tonight, and I feel like we're gonna show what's up when we go down to Lumen Field or Boomin Field.
Yeah.
And Boomin, I mean boo.
That's right.
We're gonna show them what's up. We're gonna show the faithful what's up. I expect to see a lot of faithful out there tonight. I know there's a lot coming up here from Canada. I know there's the faithful travel well, and I'm excited to see everyone tonight. And let's go get that dub. Let's go get first place in the division. Let's go get first place in the division, baby. Let's go.
Come on, baby. It's ours for the taking, man. Right here. I like it, man. Fire me up on nights and early, man. Look, Sean's already on me. Listen, I like it, man. I like it. Let me make some sounds when my man's coming in here with the super chats already. Where are we at here? We dropped. Oh, wait. Let me turn the volume up on the sounds first because otherwise we won't hear it. But we dropping bombs on these today, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I like it. I like it. Sean says, come on. Hey, not negative. Kind of getting the Harbaugh vibes his last year there. Uh-oh. That's 2014. The Niners went 8-8 that year. We can't have that. We can't have that. Not this year.
No.
Not this year. It's weird. I don't feel confident. Maybe confidence is not the right word. I don't feel like overly confident in tonight's game, but I also don't feel like the season's over if we lose. And I think that's kind of what I'm looking at this team. I'm looking at the rest of the schedule, and I'm looking at the pieces that we're going to get back, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like we're going to win 10 games no matter how you slice it and dice it. I feel like this team could win 10 games in their sleep. The problem is they can't do it literally sleeping. They got to wake up.
Yeah.
They got to wake up. And it's going to start with red zone efficiency, right? Listen to this. There's this good tweet here from yesterday from Warren Sharp. He says, 1 point loss to Arizona, 3 point loss to Los Angeles, the Rams, and a 6 point loss to Minnesota. 13 red zone drives in those games, only 5 touchdowns.
Are we like last in red zone efficiency in the league?
We're pretty bad.
Yeah.
We're pretty bad. We're 29th right now.
Yeah.
So in 2023, we were number 1, 67%.
Yeah.
67% of the time we got to the red zone last year, first place, we scored touchdowns. Not field goals. We're not talking about getting points. We're talking about touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
This year, we're only converting 41%, and that's 29th. There's only 3 teams worse than us.
Yeah.
This is not a veteran Kyle Shanahan team with all these weapons and his quarterback of the future and all that. We got to turn that page. We got to get better. We got to see it better. Purdy's been hard on himself, and we'll see what happens. Goal to go conversions. So inside the goal line, goal to go, right? Last year, 83% of the time we converted that. That was good for 4th. This year, only 50% of the time.
Yeah. No, it's gotta flip. Even if that even adjusts slightly, it puts us even like middle of the pack. That changes so many of the results of the games.
All those games are wins.
Yeah,
if we just get 1 touchdown in all those games.
Yeah, exactly.
1 touchdown in all those games, we win all 3 of those
Exactly.
games.
And I don't think we've gone 0-2 in the division so far. I don't see us going 0-3 to start the year. Like we gave the Rams, we gave the Cardinals their 1 win against us this year. That's fine. They got it. They're happy. The Cards and Rams are not going to do anything this year, especially with the Rams injuries, and the Cards they're a feisty team. I give them that, but they're not on the level that we are, and they're not on Seattle's level either. I'm not gassing up Seattle, but they're a much better team than Arizona in my opinion. So it's going to be a dogfight tonight. It's never easy going into Seattle. When was the last game in Seattle where we just cakewalked them?
Cakewalk? I don't know if we do cakewalks in Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. It's always a sweat.
We got them really good on that Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the final score was on that one. We got them pretty good on that one. But, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a Thursday night game, though, and I need things to go our way. Big Daddy Niner says here, let me give my man the sound effect. We got this, Ali. He's repping for you, man. He's buying it.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to get fired up, man.
Oh, man. All right, so some news to discuss before we get deep into this. We're going to try to pull up the injury reports, the inactive list, and all that stuff. It hasn't been officially announced, but I think we can kind of guess how this is going to go. All right, so Fred Warner is going to be playing. Hold on.
Fred Warner's playing. Who else is playing?
George Kittle's playing.
Yeah.
Those are 2 big names.
Yeah.
Those are 2 really, really big games. My daughter's messaging me. Sorry.
No. So yeah, Kittle and Warner, 2 of our best players. Huge that they're both going to be healthy and active. I feel like we need, like I said, it's going to be one of those like gritty, like run the ball type games. Could be like, I could see us winning like 28-21.
28-21.
Yeah, something like that. We win by a touchdown.
All right. Okay. I like that, man. I like it. Listen, crazy stat for this year. I'm gonna tell you the stat When this player is inactive, the Niners are 2-0. When this player's active, we're 0-3.
Ronnie Bell.
Yeah, how'd you know? Freaking Ronnie Bell, man. The Ronnie Bell stat, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Some more super chats here. Eddie G and the B-Dogs. Did I read that right? Eddie G and the B-Dogs. Huh? Where's my sound effect? There it is, baby. He said, let's cook, let's fucking go, boys. Cook those birds. Listen, man, we've been eating chicken since we got here, bro.
Hey, man, that's a sign.
We've been
that's
eating
a sign,
birds.
bro.
And what parking spot do we got right now? 13. You fucking guessed it, baby. Brock Purdy's out here, man. We're representing.
And what parking spot did we park in yesterday?
24. Jordan Mason, baby. Like, come on, man.
Yo.
Like, we're doing it, man. It's all coming together, man. Listen, I feel it. Delvin says here, Mike, it's not fair. All of your jerseys look new. Hey, I'm dropping a bomb on that one, too, though. Hold on. Yeah, look, I don't wear a lot of jerseys like that. Like, I wear them, like, on game day, and then that's kind of it. Like, only on game day. I don't like to wear them out and about. This one is an old one, man. This is one that I got. I think me and Nick got these made a long time ago. 17 is the year that we started Nothing But Niners, and on the back of it, it says NB Niners Mike. So this is a nice, fresh jersey here. Thank you, though, very much. It could just be the lighting, though. The lighting just kind of makes it look new.
Yeah.
Shut up. You didn't have to say that. You could have just said it looks new, man. You know, what are you doing, man? It's all good. All right. The inactive lists are not out yet, but we can go based off of the old report if you guys want to know the 49ers injury report. Let me see here. So let me go to the team's website. Kyle Shanahan had a very interesting presser. We watched that one earlier today. We watched Brock Purdy talking about needing to improve and all that also. If there's one player, Ali, that you think, if this guy has a good game, and you can't say Mason. It could be on either side of the ball, but you can't say Mason. If this guy has a good game, the Niners are going to be in position to win this game.
Let me give you two. So let me give you one on each side of the ball. So on offense, I think if Debo has a good game, I think that's going to be huge for us. And Debo just contributing. Just spreading the offense out, making himself a factor in the game, and that Debo being involved in the game and in the system and a factor opens up our whole offense, and it opens up players like Ayuk, like Kittle, like Mason, like it just gives the offense a different dimension, and him not being able to get separation, him not being able to be a factor in these games has been a result of the reason why our offense has been sputtering a little bit.
Yeah.
And on defense, I think my guy is if has a good game. If Nick Bosa is
rocking the 9-7, I see it, baby. I had a feeling you were gonna go there. I thought you were hesitating because of Fred Warner being back.
No. If Bosa is out there wrecking havoc and having a good game and is being Mr. Unblockable and just causing havoc in the backfield, and having Geno run around and making the refs actually throw flags for him, it's a problem. It's a problem for that defense.
Yeah, I agree. We got a couple more super chats here I got to get to. The greatest 49. Listen, I don't see a comment here. I'm going to play the sound effect for you, though. And then what I'll do is I'll have Ali scroll through your next comment that we see. We'll put it up there and read it for you because you did pay for the super chat comment, but I don't see it. So we'll scroll through. If you see another one from the greatest 49, all right, that's what his thing looks like there. If you see it, let me know, and then I'll read the next one if you see it, all right? And then we got another one from Sean. Sean's playing the super chat game. Y'all don't want those problems. Sean goes crazy with those super chats, baby. Come on. Actually, no, wait. This is the second one. We got to play the horn now. So he says here, Sean says here, he says, although some of those Brady Super Bowl runs, they were poop until playoffs. I think that's what he's saying. Although some of those Brady.
So Tom Brady Super Bowl runs, they were not that team wasn't as good
until the
playoffs.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
So I mean, we're right there. Oh, you got the new glasses. Let me see. Turn to the side. Ooh, look at you. Oh, I'm gonna do the teacher thing when I get home. All right, gotta go. I'm live. Love you too, bye.
What about your two players on offense and defense?
All right, so on offense, this is gonna sound crazy, right? I need Colton McKivitz.
Yeah.
I need Colton 100%. McKivitz. If we can get some confidence in this line.
100%.
You know what's so confusing to me? The stat that Brock Purdy's held the ball longer than any quarterback in the NFL, but people say the offensive line isn't holding up.
Yeah.
Like, is it because he's running around that much behind the line of scrimmage? I mean, we're not getting a ton of holding calls when he's doing all that running around, so they're doing something right.
Can I ask you something? Do you think McKivitz is a good run blocker? Not a pass blocker. Do you think he's a good run blocker?
I think, yeah, I do. I think he's very fundamentally sound in the run blocking game. I do.
So that's what I'm saying. Is even if we take one of his strengths, which is limited, and use that and run the ball like we should, and Purdy is throwing. We've talked about this multiple times this weekend already. Purdy throwing under 30 times a game, and not that Brock Purdy can't sling the ball. Don't get me wrong. Purdy can sling that pill.
Yeah.
I have full faith in him. But it's just the way the game script goes, the way this team works is if we're running the ball more than 20 times with Jordan Mason and Purdy's under 30 passing attempts, I guarantee we win.
Guarantee we win?
I guarantee we win.
All right, so Purdy under 30.
Yeah.
And Mason
over 20.
Mason over 20. Not total rushes for the team. Jordan Mason.
Mason over 20, yeah.
Okay. All right. We got another super chat that we got to get to right here. I like this one. My man Apex is in the building. Where's my bomb again, huh? I predict Brock is going to shine tonight. And by the way, you don't have to throw the ball 30 times to shine either.
Nope.
You can be efficient. You can pick your spots, hit guys in stride, ball placement, and all that. All things we've seen Brock Purdy do.
Yeah.
Even in the bad games, he's got these throws like where he looks like he's the freaking man out there. He can do it. He can absolutely do it. So here, I'm gonna run down the list of players here.
Tell me your defensive guy.
Yeah. My defensive guy. Look at you. My ADD is going crazy, right? Defensively. All right. So I gave you guys Colton McKivitz on offense. I'm gonna go defensively. I'm gonna go with. This is gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna say it, and that's if he plays.
Mooney Ward.
If he plays, he's got to play well. He's questionable as of right now. Last practice, he was limited in practice. Limited. Him and Chris Conley were limited on Wednesday's practice. So we don't know if he's going to actually come out and play. Here's who we know is going to be out, though. Jordan Elliott, Demetrius Flannigan-Fowles, Talanoa Hufanga, Jake Moody. They haven't put any of these guys on IR. You're only allowed to inactivate 6 guys if you have a full 53-man roster. So if we know that those 4 guys are out already, then you got Ward and Conley as questionable.
Yeah.
I don't know. If Conley plays, do you deactivate Ronnie Bell?
Absolutely.
Because Trent Taylor's here. What do we need Ronnie Bell for?
We don't need Ronnie Bell. Especially if we're going to have Cowing active too.
Right, so we got to see if Cowing. So between Bell and Cowing, one of those guys should be inactive today.
Kyle Shanahan, if you're watching this, please inactive Ronnie Bell.
Hey, the streak is the streak. We have not won a game that Ronnie Bell's been active in so far this year. All right? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's,
One player I'm a little bit worried about, and I hope he holds up, and we talked about this a little bit, is Devondre Campbell. I'm worried about him. He's a liability. I'm a little bit worried that they're going to pick on him. And
they should.
And they should, yeah. And if they... let me say this about Campbell. He's decent in the run game.
He's above average in the run game. He's better than decent.
Yeah.
He's pretty good in the run game. He's a good downhill player. Stop asking this guy to drop back in coverage, man.
If that guy is in coverage, it's a problem. It's a real problem.
And the Niners are going to have to depend on him. DFF is going to be out. You know what I'm saying? So we know DFF is out. So we're going to have to do something there. He's going to have to play. He's going to have to step up. Here's the next comment from the greatest. He says, let's fucking go. Walk these Seahawks tonight.
It's dog walk.
Oh, is that a dog?
Yeah.
You can see that? Bitch, I thought that was Simba from the Lion King. I was about to start singing, I'm gonna be a mighty king. I thought that was fucking Simba. It looks crazy on my screen. I don't know what you guys see out there, but this emoji
That's
looks...
a badass icon picture.
Oh, his pic? Yeah. I like that championship picture right there. Yeah. All right. So we got... Oh, man. Did Apex come back again? Is Apex trying to get the 2 alarm sound, or is that the same one? Oh, no, that's the same one. Okay. That's the same one. I thought Apex was getting the second contribution one there. Okay. Here's who's out so far for Seattle. I can tell you the other players who were limited and didn't participate in all that stuff, okay? So they have out so far Byron Murphy II with his hamstring. That's their defensive tackle. Linebacker Uchenna Nwosu with a thigh. And their cornerback Tariq Woolen.
That's good. That he's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah. He's a good linebacker, but he's out. So they don't have anybody listed as doubtful, but their questionable guys are linebacker Derek Hall with a foot injury. Their safety Julian Love is questionable with his hamstring, and linebacker Boye Mafe.
He's a good player, dude.
They got 2 linebackers that we can pick on. George Kittle's gonna fucking get that number, man. I told you Kittle was gonna get that number, baby. I'm telling you.
Yo, we gotta place that bet.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
come on. here. What do you?
No. I haven't. My buddy hasn't responded to me yet.
Come on, man. Tell him don't jip me on this one, man.
I did. I told him.
Come on, baby. I want to see what that's gonna look like, man. We got to do that one, man. That one's gonna be good. All right. So Wednesday practice report for them did not participate. Were the 3 guys that I said that are gonna be out. Limited was safety Julian Love, and everybody else for them was a full participant in their final practice of the week on Wednesday, including Boye Mafe. Now, the reason why he's listed as questionable still is because after practice there was some tightness in the knee, so they're going to see how he feels going into the game today. All right, so you guys are going to hear that he's going to be a game time decision and things like that.
He'll probably play.
He's most likely going to play though. Limited maybe, but that knee is bothering him. We go out there and get physical with Debo and Kittle across the middle of the field, and it's going to be a long day for those guys and those linebackers over there. This is the kind of game, and then we pound them with the run game. Are you kidding me?
Yo, you were saying that Purdy over 1.5 passing TDs. Can you see Kittle getting 2 TDs today?
I only see Kittle getting 2 if one of them is a long one. Like if he just catches one of those little Kittle screens, not screens, but he's cutting across the field. And he's just gone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to see Creative Kyle back, man. What happened to him, man?
Wait, don't say that. Creative Kyle's been here all year. The plays have just not been connecting. Kyle's been in his bag. The play calls that Kyle's been calling have been really, really high level shit. Players just aren't executing. And that's why I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, we got to get back to the basics.
Yeah.
I like Creative Kyle. Kyle's showing us I have faith in Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
You can see that by the play calls. Brock's either not pulling the trigger, he's running around because other people aren't getting separation like they're supposed to, or players are just straight up dropping the ball. Kittle had 3 really big drops in the second half of that game last week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kyle's in his bag.
Yeah.
He's doing it. Like, let's be clear here. There's only one other play caller I would want in the entire NFL over Kyle Shanahan. There's only one.
Is it the Minnesota coach?
Hell no. It's Andy Reid, baby. Andy Reid, and the only reason I like Andy Reid more than Kyle is because Andy Reid will go to his players and say, hey, what you guys feeling out there?
Yeah.
I don't think Kyle's that guy.
Yeah, no.
I don't think Kyle's the kind of guy that, all right, after a drive, all right, guys, what kind of plays do you want me to call on this one?
Until Debo did it a couple times. Debo's like, yo, get me the rock.
Yeah, it wasn't even what kind of plays. Involve me in the game. Yeah. Right? Like, Debo's like, hey, they can't fuck with me right now.
Yeah.
And that's emotion. That's adrenaline.
Yeah.
Who else can talk to Kyle like that on this team? Tell me someone else. I don't even think Kittle can walk up to Kyle and say that shit.
I don't even think Purdy would keep doing it.
No, that's what I'm. So it's like, you know, we got to work with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is. All right, but you know, we'll see what happens. We got another super chat here. We got another super chat. Here we go. This is the first one. Niner Rick is in the building. Go DJ. Oh, that my DJ. Go DJ. Oh, that my DJ. He says, hey, what up, guys? Niners need to win and win convincingly. And there's an emoji that you can only see if you're on YouTube, but I can't see it. We have the refs and the Chiefs coming to town next week. So that's true. This is a big one. The Niners need to get this one to get back to 300.
We ain't worried about next week. We're worried about here and now.
No, for sure. But he's saying like we can't afford to fall back. Like
that's what I mean. Like
this 2-3 could turn into 2-5 if you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Things fall apart.
This is why this game is so important. Not only is it for the division, it's a get right game for us.
Yes, sir.
It's a get right game for us.
Yes, sir. I don't know if I told you guys the 49ers final practice report from from Wednesday. Only 2 limited players in practice, and they were Mooney Ward and Chris Conley. The good news is Jair Brown's ankle didn't limit him at all. He was a full participant. Jacob Cowling's shoulder, you talked about Cowling, full participant. George Kittle with his ribs, full participant. And Fred Warner with the ankle, full participant.
I like Cowling, man.
I love Cowling.
I really like Cowling.
They're talking about guys getting separation. That kid can separate.
Yeah.
He's got shifty feet. His hips, that kid can move. And wait till we get Pearsall back. Yo, you want separation?
Oh, man.
You want separation, bro?
Don't get me hyped right now.
I'm sorry.
We're going to get a biscuit
I'm saying, bro, like, you all want separation, just fucking keep waiting. I'm telling you, the Niners going to be the scariest second half team ever.
Man.
Like Sean's original comment. Where's that at? Where's Sean's comment? Where is it? Right here.
Yeah.
Those Brady teams didn't look good until the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
This team, we just got to weather the storm.
Yeah.
We got to make the dance. Because by the time we get to the dance, Pearsall, Cowling, going to have plays and games in with Purdy where they're going to be in rhythm. Then we got the best route runner on the team, and Ayuk, who's came into his own last week already. He's going to continue that trend. He's going to keep turning up.
Don't forget CMC.
Oh my God! And then when we get Christian McCaffrey, are you fucking kidding me? The league has no idea what's in store for them, bro. They have no idea what's in, but one game at a time. Here and now, we don't have Pearsall. We don't have CMC. Cowling hopefully can get out there. Now, last time Cowling was active, he had 0 offensive snaps. If he's active today, does he at least get out there to run a couple of routes against a professional team?
I'm not so sure.
Not sure?
No, I don't think so.
Damn it, man. Damn it. I don't like that. All right, well, we'll see what happens, though. We will see what happens. All right, so that was the injury report. If I had to try to guess what other 2 players are going to be inactive, I'm going to go with Ronnie Bell being one, or Cowling. And then there's the offensive lineman, the young guy that we were using as a rotational guy. What's his name? He had a really good game his first game, and then last week he had a penalty. The new defensive tackle. What's his name? They might inactivate him.
Damn, I can't think. I forget his name. It's like Obu.
Sam O.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam O. They might inactivate him. They might make him inactive for this game. He's been a full participant all week long though, so we will have to see. Why aren't the Niners putting these guys on IR? Like, why aren't they filling their roster spots? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's easy to do right now, and they're not putting these guys on IR. Jake Moody, it's his kicking foot.
Yeah.
Just sit him down. Let him rest up for 4 weeks. We know we're not going to release him and cut him or nothing like that. He's a drafted guy. He's coming back. Let him rest. Don't make him feel like he's got a rush to come back. You don't want to make him it worse trying to practice.
Yeah.
Right? Let him sit down, right? Talanoa Hufanga. He's got torn ligaments. Sit his ass down.
Yeah.
Put him on IR. And not for nothing, I'm over the Huff experiment. Mm-hmm. It was fun while it lasted.
I am too.
But we don't need him and Brown. They do the same thing.
They're the same player.
Yeah.
But Brown's better in coverage.
Yes, he's a little. Yeah. Not by much. And Brown's y'all know I go hard for my Jersey guys, right? Like, I don't play about my Jersey players.
Yeah.
But Brown's only a little bit better in coverage.
Yeah.
Neither one of them have speed. We need faster safeties. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not overcomplicate this. Let's not make this something that it doesn't have to be. All right? Omar is in here now. We got a super chat from Omar. He says here, oh, wait, let me play the sound effect. Where is it at? All right, so he says here, I have Kittle to score a touchdown, Purdy with 2 touchdowns, Jason Myers 2 field goals. I think he means Wright. We signed Wright, not Jason Myers, right? I thought we signed a guy named Wright.
It might be Wright.
I think he means Jason Wright. Let me see who we signed.
Kittle to score TD. I like that. Purdy with 2 TDs, which we're talking about. Mason rush yards, love it. And he said Geno Smith interception. Didn't you talk about that?
I told you he was gonna get the pick. That's him.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what I should have put on there.
Yeah. We haven't done it yet.
Oh, you haven't done it?
Yeah.
All right, so if he hears from you, then that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright is the kicker the Niners signed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who Jason Myers is. Like what? Oh, he's the Seahawks kicker.
Oh, okay.
He's the Seahawks kicker. That's
Okay.
right, because there are other kickers out also.
Okay.
That's right. So
I'm liking everything he's saying here.
2 field goals for him.
I like everything he's saying.
Oh, this is his bet card. This is his betting card.
It's like ours.
This is so similar. Yeah.
This is exactly what we were talking
We didn't
about.
do that. We didn't do their kicker though.
Yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about.
Mason's gonna crush that 84 rushing yards.
Yeah.
I do have Geno with the over the half interception for sure. Kittle score. I got Kittle for 1. I'm iffy on 2 though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell him. Can you add
Geno for the pick? Yeah, let's do it, baby. Let's do it, baby. And talking about safeties, they put some speed back there, and the young kid, the rookie, Mustafa.
Oh yeah. He's been playing a little bit now, right?
Yeah, he's been getting some playing time. He dropped a pick, and was it him or Green? One of them dropped a pick last week. It hit them right in the hands. No one was near them. They had the opportunity to do it. They didn't do it, but it's all good, Like this is the kind of game that the Niners can come back in here. They can do their thing. They can get the dub, and they can walk away like victorious and make it look easy. They can make it look easy, but I don't need it to be easy. I want them to win the hard-fought games. The hard-fought games are the ones the Niners are struggling with.
Yeah.
The blowouts, the easy ones,
Yeah.
that's what they do.
Yeah.
We need to see this team get battle-tested. We need to see this team go in there and go toe-to-toe with the team and say, we're not going to be denied right now.
If we go down early, I don't think that's the worst thing.
We can go down 2 scores in this game easily.
If we go down 2 scores or we go down a score early, it's not the worst thing. I wouldn't be worried if we're down early.
Yeah, right. I'm with you. All right, we got a couple more super chats that are rolling in here. So, Omar, thank you for that one. Oh, Sean's got 3 now. Let me see what sound effect I'm going to play for Sean here. We did that one. We did that one already.
Sean's that guy, eh?
All right, here we go. We're gonna have to do the. Let's go, Sean. He says here, Kyle needs to learn how to pound the rock. His dad lost 3 Super Bowls with Elway until he pounded people with Terrell Davis. Facts. And he always lost without a great bruiser. Not a fast one, a tank. J.P. Mason.
Can't argue with anything he's saying there.
No. We never got it with Mostert, right?
Yeah.
Mostert didn't go out there and do his thing, the speed. We got to the dance, but it wasn't enough to win it. You got to have that. You got to be able to impose your will. You got to be able to go out there and say, "I'm going to take these yards that we're coming for." If it's a 4th and 1 and we're lining up, the Niners need to know we got this.
Run behind that left side of Trent Williams.
Come on.
And Aaron Banks.
Don't outsmart yourself.
And just run the ball behind them. They don't have anybody on that D line that I'm worried about that they can't run the ball on this team.
Right.
You've seen teams that have gone against Seattle this year, Detroit, the Giants. Who else have they played? Even in their wins, they ran the ball well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to pull it up. Hold on one second.
Yeah. All these teams go out there and they run the ball against this team, and they do it, and they make it look good. The Giants did it with fucking Tracy, their backup. They didn't have Singletary last week.
Yeah.
They didn't have Devin Singletary. It was their backup in Tracy, and I know because I picked them up and started him. The kid went crazy. He went crazy.
The Patriots ran because they use a backfield by committee. The Patriots ran almost 40 times. They ran 36 times
Crazy.
On them, and they lost by 3.
Right.
Remember that game?
And that's the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's the bum-ass Patriots.
Yeah.
Like, that's a team that we beat. That's how bad they are.
Gibson ran 11 for 96. Ramondre Stevenson ran 21 for 81.
Yeah. Like, come on, bro. It's there for the taking. You can absolutely run on this team. All right? So, yeah, Sean, we're with you. Apex is in here. Oh, this is 2. This is 2. Where are we at here? I think that earns a horn. Oh, and I forgot to mention Greenlaw. He's talking about the people coming back later in the year. How did I forget our favorite linebacker, man?
Yeah.
Well, let me know.
Well, you know why? Because we were talking about the offense.
Yeah.
We didn't. I was going to mention Greenlaw, but we were talking about the offense, the difference makers on that side of the ball too.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like when Greenlaw gets back, it's going to help unify. Stop it. It's going to help unify the defense, which I feel like is not playing together like normal. And they're not. They're not. How could we be in the same scheme and no one knows what the fuck they're doing?
Yeah.
It's so confusing to me. Campbell that making that big of a difference out there? Like, who is it? There's no new faces.
Yeah.
Campbell and Yidam.
And Leonard Floyd.
But he's a pass rusher. He gets bullied a lot too, by the way. The way that y'all talked about Mike McGlinchey getting tossed around, I want y'all to look at Leonard Floyd. He's light. He is a light in the ass dude, bro. They toss him around like a little rag doll, bro. They really be throwing him around. Oh shit, Tony's in the building.
You said Jordan Elliott's inactive?
Yeah, Jordan Elliott's inactive.
Tony!
What's up, big dog?
What's up, Tony?
What's going on, guys?
How long you been down there hiding, man?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Bro, man, what do you think about this game, man? How are you feeling? What's going on? Give us your thoughts. We haven't heard from you in a long time, so let's go ahead and break it all down.
Fortunately, they have to prove to me that they can score in the red zone. They have to stop the run. And I just don't like this matchup, but I think Seattle's going to beat them tonight.
You think Seattle's going to be what?
I think Seattle's going to win tonight.
You're taking Seattle to win?
I think so, yeah. I mean, you just look at it. I think Walker is a more explosive and more athletic running back than Connors is. He runs the same type of style, hard, physical. They have 3 great wide receivers. The Niners can't score in the red zone. They can't stop the run. So I just feel like until they show that they could do this, I think the odds are against the Niners, even though Vegas has them as a betting favorite. Are they favorites or underdog?
Niners are favorites. What's the Niners are favored by like a touchdown. Well, if it was home, we would be up by a touchdown. I think it's 3.5. 3.5. 3.5 point favorites, the Niners.
So it's also division. So I mean, division games are always tough. I think that they have to come out and show that they have to go back to the way they used to play football. I mean, I think Kyle is a mess right now in his head. I think he's trying to compensate to cover his defense when his play calling. That's why you're seeing 4 straight passes last week in the opening drive. I think he's trying to jump out, get a lead, and then try to just run the ball and control the clock because he has no confidence in his defense. And to be honest with you, I don't blame him. This defense has done nothing to prove to have confidence in it.
I mean, we got to – wait, hold on now. We got to be real.
I am being real.
All right, tell me if I'm wrong with what I'm about to say. In your opinion, because it's just opinions, when the offense is scoring, the defense is fine. They're getting turnovers and all that stuff. That second half of that game, the offense didn't score. I think the defense just got gassed. And I think they kind of get depressed. They knew they didn't have a kicker. Like, guys, if they don't score touchdowns, like, that's it. I think that plays a part mentally on the defensive players, and it could affect how they're playing. Like, the offense ain't doing shit for us. We're out here getting turnovers. They're not doing anything. We lost the turnover battle last week, and we still got turnovers last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got turnovers. The offense is turning the ball over. The offense isn't scoring. And then they're losing on 4th downs. We're not converting 4th downs. The defense was like, man, fuck this. Yeah. In my opinion, I think the defense wavers when the offense starts to waver.
My thing is this. They went to the third quarter. They went to the fourth quarter, what, 13 up or 10 up?
What'd you say?
They went into the fourth quarter last week, 13 or 10 up.
They were up 10. They had a 10-point lead.
Now, granted, the offense should be executing. We had the turnover, the big fumble by Mason, the batted passes up in the air that got picked off. I understand that. But my issue is this. This team they were up by what? What was their biggest lead versus Arizona?
23-7, right?
Arizona?
Yeah, 23-7. And we lost that game 24-23. I'm pretty sure it was 23-7.
No, it can't be 20. Yeah, 20. I think it was.
They scored on their opening drive and didn't do shit the rest of the.
It was 23-10.
Oh, 23-10. That's right. They get a field goal at the end. That's right, because we can't stop anybody going into half. Yeah. That's what it is.
Okay,
They
so
scored 0 points in the second half.
Yeah.
that's my point right there, right? This defense, they had a 13-point lead. And I understand it's not all on the defense, but the defense has a lot to do with it because they cannot stop people on third down. They cannot tackle. Their tackling is atrocious. The miscommunication in the secondary and the back end of this defense is horrible. And, we talked about bringing in Staley, right? He's going to help the secondary. These guys took a big step last year. Sorensen was part of the turnover gang where, they would have that meeting once a week on how they could, make a pick and stuff like that and gain turnovers. This team these corners have no picks this year. No interceptions from the secondary. We had 16 last year. Something is not right. Now,
yeah, but I think we started slow last year also, right? I remember through the first 2 or 3 games, I think it was maybe it was the year before that. There was something similar happening.
I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt that if we did start slow, they just look totally out of place on every play. Mooney Ward, I don't know what he's doing. Diamador Lenord, sometimes there's a miscommunication between him and the deep safety, how they're who's supposed to be where, whether it's quarters. This defense just does not look good. It doesn't. I don't feel confident in this game tonight with this defense. I don't. I think the offense will do fine. I just don't think they can stop Seattle. And until they do it, I got to see it. I want to see it. I want them to win. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the 49ers had full control of possession in the third quarter. The fourth quarter, 100% Arizona, because the defense could not stop Arizona. Could not. They knew what was coming. It was going to be a heavy dose of contact. Still couldn't stop it.
I think the defense did a good job controlling Arizona. It was just too many extra opportunities. Listen, as bad as the Niners are, if we came up with 3 turnovers in the second half, I guarantee you 3 extra opportunities for Kyle in this offense, we would have gotten the end zone one of those times. Yeah. And that's kind of what happened. We just kept giving Arizona extra chances after extra chance, fumble, interception. We just kept giving them the ball back.
When was the last time Niners didn't score in the second half?
I don't know the last time that happened. The Niners not scoring in the whole second half of the game. I don't know that that's ever happened in Kyle's tenure here.
Tony, you think we think we lose tonight? What is your score prediction?
Wait, before you don't do that. Tony doesn't like doing score predictions, but if he comes up with one, cool. I want to ask you both a question before we get out of here. I'm going to read the super chat from Nigel. This is the first one from Nigel. I got to play my man's sounds here. Where are we at? Drop a bomb on it. Tony, I'm going to give this one to you because we know the answer already here. Nigel says here, if we win the coin toss, Kyle get ball first or defer?
Oh.
Always defer, baby. Always defer. That's what Kyle does. That's his bag. That's his thing. My question to you guys is this. I've been waiting for a pregame show, and we're going to get out of here soon. So, listen, this is going to be the first time Brock Purdy has played this coordinator since Christmas, and he threw those 5 interceptions. Let's be clear here. This guy is going to have this defensive line getting their hands up. Those batted passes were Brock Purdy's Achilles heel against the Ravens. For those of you who are watching, maybe don't know, this is the same guy who had the Ravens defense going crazy last year against the 49ers. 5 turnovers. Brock Purdy is staring this guy back in the face. How do you guys think that game affects this game on both parts? From their defensive coordinator's perspective, hey, I know this guy's weaknesses and tendencies, or in Brock Purdy's head. How do you guys think that affects this game? Because Brock Purdy did go to the podium and say it was good to go back and watch that game, and they do a lot of the same things here. He said different personnel, but they run a lot of the same stuff that they were doing over there. So what are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think he's learned from that, and he specifically said that he went and watched back film with that, and that's why I feel like the game plan going in today is going to be to specifically run the ball, and I feel like that takes that element out of the game, and it's going to be specific design plays where it's going to be safer throws where Purdy just sees it out. Purdy sees it, sees the open guy coming open in the middle, hit him, bang on him. It's not going to be Brock Purdy off script. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then Dan answered your answer here. He says 2002 versus Saints for the last time we didn't score in the second half.
So 2 years.
It's not normal. That's my point. It's not fucking normal.
Yeah.
You know, and keep in mind, we would have scored 3 times if we had a fucking kicker. Let's be clear here. We were in field goal range 3 times in that game in the second half. We just couldn't kick.
My question is this: who do you think last week had a better defense as far as talent and players on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, Fred Warner didn't play in the second half. I think that factors into it, right? Like, if once you take Fred Warner off the Niners team, then I give the nod to them. Slightly.
But just because of Fred Warner, you think Arizona had a better defense, even though with Bosa, our both starting corners, our defensive line.
Well, I'm not high on Mooney this year. I've been off the Mooney train for a while. I think he's a liability out there. If he's not giving up passes, he's getting penalties. So I'm off of Mooney. I like Lenore. You know how I am about my Jersey guys, but let's be honest here. Jair Brown's not an All-Pro. He's not a professional. He's not a Pro Bowler. Like, they have the better safety in this game. You take Fred Warner off the field, I'm giving them the nod of the linebackers. And Bosa's Bosa, right? He's not playing second fiddle to anybody on the defensive line. But their defensive line as a collective was getting after Purdy and getting their hands up. Like, they played like the better defense in the second half of that game, I think.
Okay, so that doesn't tell you nothing.
That doesn't say that again?
That doesn't tell you something? That it's the scheme and it's the coaching on the defensive side of the ball?
But they're saying the scheme is the same.
No, what I'm trying to say is if they have lesser talent in a full picture and they're able to stop the 49ers offense, we have more talent, but we can't stop Arizona. And all they did, let's be real, was just really run the ball and throwing a couple passes here and there. That's concerning. That's very concerning in my eyes. And now you're going up a quarterback who's playing solid football right now. I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying he sucks, but he's playing solid football right now with 3 good receivers. One big physical one who Mooney Ward has a history of playing very well versus. But like you just said, this isn't the Mooney Ward of past. Okay? Safeties that we have 3 of the same type of safeties, strong safeties, which I don't know why they keep adding these people that strong safety. This team is lacking a full 4-4, a sub 4-5, 4-4 free safety that's a true ball hawk. That's why this defense is having trouble this year. There's no cover free safety. There's no true free safety. You have 3 strong safeties and a special team safety who's good in spot action, not as a full-time starter. So that's another issue on the back end, right? Lenore is Lenore. Mooney is Mooney. He is having a down year. Fred was banged up. Okay, we got it. I understand. But still, the 49ers defense should have been able to stop the Arizona Cardinals last week, and they just got bitch slapped across their face and ran right down the field and they lost the game. That's my issue. And if Arizona did it, Seattle's going to do it even worse if they can't prove it.
I think Arizona's offense is better than Seattle's, but that's another discussion for another time. I want to get your thoughts, Tony. You didn't answer the question about Purdy facing this defense and this coordinator. for the second time since, well, for the first time
Oh,
since that Christmas.
that's plain and simple. It's a pattern that's going on with the 49ers. The 49ers are watching film week in, week out, weekend, and when the 49ers face the team that they've been studying on, the team that they're playing is giving them different looks. And that's what's totally catching them off guard. And that's the number one issue. Granted, he does not have the personnel he had in Baltimore, meaning Hamilton, the two corners, I forgot the corners' names, but Humphrey and the other guy who's a good corner. They had a very, very solid defense, especially at the second level with those two linebackers with Queen and what the hell is that dude's name? I forgot. But they were two really good athletic, undersized linebackers. What did I say?
Tony hasn't called out Kyle. He's calling out the defensive coaching staff. What are you talking about? He said this is all on the defense. He said the defense should have stopped them. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Back to my point, I think, honestly, I think if Mike McDonald was good, I think Mike McDonald's going to throw a curveball today to Brock Purdy. And could it be similar to what he had in Baltimore, rather than what he's been showing with Seattle? Because I don't think he has the personnel to do what he did with the Baltimore defense, but I think he could scheme and disguise looks for Purdy. I think it just comes back to this. And I know, I do understand. I'm a Kyle fan. I think Kyle's a great coach, but I think Kyle is overthinking and he's overcompensating for that defense and his play calling. And I honestly feel this. If Kyle could get back to the principle of this offense, 50-50 balance, maybe 55-40, 55-45, I'm good with that. You got to run, move the pocket, get him moving, bootlegs, naked bootlegs, get the ball out quick. And my biggest pet peeve in the red zone, why are we lining up in the shotgun every goddamn play? There's no threat of play action when you're in the shotgun. Zero. That's my issue. I understand Purdy's comfortable, but in order to get things open and scheme things open and make it easier for your quarterback, put his ass under center, take the snap, throw his back to the defense, play action, bang, get it out quick. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. I just don't know why he went away.
And when I tell people that Kyle is doing things differently with Purdy this year, they think I'm crazy. That's what I'm talking about. It's that shit right. I don't know if you saw us like damn near high-fiving where we both agreed with you fully. You're telegraphing the play. Before you even snap the fucking ball, you're letting us know, all right, well, let's just cover these guys and lock this shit down and it's a wrap. And by the way, every defense we play are taking away the middle of the field. They are sending extra bodies to the middle of the field to stand around. They're playing zone with just two more men in the middle of these zones, making the windows that much smaller for Purdy to hit.
Stop making it easy on the defense. Stop making it easy on the defense. The defense, it's too easy and too predictable. Get that predictable fucking shit out of the game plan, and especially in the red zone. Like, it's too predictable. This is not who Kyle was.
Now we're calling out Kyle. One. I'm calling him one because of the initials. Now we're calling him Kyle.
But there's context of calling out Kyle. He's compensating for this defense. I'm telling you, I will put a lot of money on this. Kyle Shanahan is coaching. I'm not going to say scared, but he's overthinking what he's doing. He's trying to get, like, if you watch Arizona, what he did was Arizona showed that they were going to stack the box and force Kyle to pass. So what did Kyle do? He came and spread out. Bang. He was moving the ball down the field. They went down the field. They scored, right? I think on their first or second drive. It was working. But people are saying, well, why aren't they passing? The first drive, they went 3 and out. I understand that. But once they started doing it again, their second drive, boom, they went down the field and scored. You saw the thought process behind it. So what does that do? By showing that gets the defenders to say, oh, shit, he's going to come out with a pass every game. Let's walk our linebackers back 2 yards. Let's walk our safeties back 2 yards. And now that's where the windows become open, right? That's where the ability to start manipulating comes open. But at that time, what you need to do is turn around, and that's when you slam them between the tackles or the outside zone and start working them. And then you really get them off balance and you really get them overthinking and in their heads. But the issue is, for some reason, versus a team that gave up, I don't know if you remember, Mike, 260 yards. I think 230 yards rushing Arizona gave up to Washington. I don't know if that's correct. I remember it was a crazy high number. If you know that, and you know this team has that much trouble stopping the run, even though they committed to fully stop the run and sell out and run blitz, you still, once you're opening them up with that pass game, now that's the time to just ram it down their throat. And 15 carries for J.P. Mason is unacceptable versus a defense like that.
15 is unacceptable. 14 is a fucking insult. It's only 14. Don't give him credit for that extra one.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm just...
And considering that he only had 7 in the first half, and like, if you told me Jordan Mason had 7 carries in the first half, I'd be like, oh, they were saving them for the second half. We're going to run the ball down their throats. We got this nice lead. They're about to come out and go crazy in the run game, right? Why the fuck is Garendo getting 4 or 5 carries? What the fuck is happening right now? You know? And that's the one thing I don't like about Kyle. Kyle is a reactive play caller. I want a play caller that says, hey, this is what we're going to do until you stop us. Like, Kyle will send the guy in motion to see what the team is doing, and then he'll say, okay, now we're going to run this kind of play. I get it. It has a value. It's smart at times, but I hate the idea that we have the best play caller in the league, and he lets defenses dictate what plays he's going to call. Yeah. I don't like that. I feel like it's a fucking oxymoron. How are you the best and you're reactive? Fuck them and fuck their personnel. Let's go out here and do what we do well.
And here's just one other thing I just want to point out where Kyle, I'm not, again, this is not attacking Kyle. This is not bashing Kyle. This is me just telling you Kyle's, in my eyes, what I'm seeing on TV, his thought process. Okay. We all know Kyle loves the 21 personnel package. You take advantage, you keep a team in base defense, and then you have your Christian McCaffrey, which we don't. I'm just saying, I'm using an example. This is where you could take advantage of base personnel. Christian McCaffrey, Juice, your tight end Kittle, and your 2 wide receivers, and just manipulate the defense with different alignments and schematic looks. You could put McCaffrey out wide. You could put Debo in the backfield. You could put Juice out wide and all of them flexed out. There's so many ways you could do it. But here's the problem, right? When the 49ers had McCaffrey healthy and this team was clicking, bang, bang, bang. They were moving the ball. They were scoring in the red zone. They were number 1 in the red zone. They couldn't be stopped in the red zone. Teams, when you have McCaffrey on the field, could not play the 49ers in man coverage because it was a matchup nightmare. So what essentially is going on right now is because due to McCaffrey not there, and now Mason is the replacement. It's not a knock on Mason as a runner with the ball in his hand, but it's a knock on the threat of Mason as a wide receiver lining up in the slot, lining up out wide. Teams feel they can go man versus Mason because he's not the route runner Christian McCaffrey is, and he's not as fast as Christian McCaffrey is. So what they're doing, what they went away from is more zone, which gave the 49ers windows out of 21 personnel, and now they're going man up. And for some damn reason, the notion that people were saying, oh, this team can't break away from man, they can't create separation, you know, Ayuk's the only separator. Well, you're seeing the problem. These guys truly cannot get off press man coverage across the board. Across the board. So that is the issue with this offense. Teams are playing the 49ers different. They're playing man. They're getting in their face. They're not letting them off the line of scrimmage. And honestly, how do you stop that? I'm going to tell you how. Why haven't we run any more jet sweeps? Why hasn't there been a bunch of motions with the fake orbit or the fake jet sweep? And that's how you break things up for you, because you can't have a guy running across the formation, which obviously will show you it's man coverage, and it's going to create opportunities and windows. The one play last week, where they did the fake orbit motion with Debo, there was a window you could drove a Mack truck through that hit Ayuk on an in-breaking route for, I think it was Ayuk or Jennings, one of them. And it was a big gain. So why is Kyle not going to, I know why, but why is he shying away from it? Because he feels in his head that Mason is not the running back that CMC is. And they're trying to accomplish something. They even went to putting Juice on the bench now. We're going with 3 wides. Yes, Ann.
My react is
Yeah, she can make it. So
You're preaching, bro. You're preaching.
that's the issue here. And it's only up to one person to fix it, and it's on Kyle to fix this problem. And how he's going to fix it, and which I still don't understand, and this is where I'm a little bit mad towards Kyle. How much did Christian McCaffrey weigh? Easy, Ant. How much does he weigh?
How much does he weigh?
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey's probably what, like
210?
I don't know, 205, something like that. Yeah.
You have a 230-pound back in the backfield in J.P. Mason. You're telling me that you can't go jumbo, ram his ass up the middle of that defense to get in the end zone on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1?
Come on. Isn't that what I said? What? He said, you're telling me you can't take Mason 230 and jam him up the middle on the 4th and 1 and get in the end zone? That's exactly what I said.
I'll tell you this. The sequence of that drive in that end zone where they punted, they kicked, and the ball was inside the 5-yard line. Number one, first play would have been a pass. Okay? You want to spread out, you want to go shotgun, you try to throw it out that way, you try it. Okay? Now you're second in goal from the 2 or 3. Now you come back under center, you go heavy look, play action, roll him out of the quarterback, roll the quarterback out of the pocket and try to get somebody on a crosser or a comeback or a scat or like I forgot the name of the route, but it's like a scat route out of the backfield from the fullback or the tailback. If that don't work, 3rd and 1, you go big and you say, I'm coming at you and I'm coming right down your throat and here we go. And you just blow it up the middle. And I would have done the same fucking thing on 4th down. That's my biggest question with Kyle. You have a bigger back, a more physical back. Why?
Kyle doesn't respect Mason as a running back.
My only thing, Mike, with Mason, I'm going to tell you what it is. Mason got very lucky this year. He easily could have had probably about 4 or 5 fumbles. He had 1 last week. But there's been several instances on the snap, he's bobbling the ball. On the exchange, he's like this, bloop, 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 and then he pulls it back in. I don't know if Kyle's there mentally with him in ball security. I really don't. I feel in a tight situation.
It doesn't matter. He's the best option. The only reason I'm saying it doesn't matter, we've seen Garindo. He ain't it. They haven't bought that other Taylor. What? I don't even know what the fuck the guy's name is. He's clearly not it. You don't have a choice. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I don't trust this guy, so I'm not going to use him. You don't have a choice. And this offense is going to call for run plays. Run those plays. You got to have confidence. Even if you don't believe in them, you fake it until you fucking make it. What's up, buddy?
Say go Niners.
Pikachu.
Say go Niners.
Pikachu is sponsoring this video.
Pikachu is sponsoring this video. I love it. I love it, man. Patrick Taylor, yeah. Like, my point is this, like, you don't have a choice. Even if you don't have faith in that guy, you can't let him know that. You got to let him think, oh, yo, you got this. It's the exact opposite effect of what you're supposed to do as a head coach. You got to lie to these guys sometimes. Blow smoke up their ass.
The the point of the story is this. They really miss CMC, especially in the red zone. And Kyle, I'm not saying he's coaching scared, but I think he's overthinking his play calling to protect that defense. I truly
feel Kyle needs to focus on his side of the ball and let the defense do defensive shit. I'm not trying to be funny at all. Hey, snap back and focus, bro. You can't be in 2 places at once. It's not
I agree with you. And my notion to that was we said this when they were talking about defensive coordinators and who to bring in. Kyle Shanahan, I understand, yeah, he reached out to Bill Belichick. They sniffed around Vrabel. They sniffed around Spagnuolo.
Robert Saleh just got fired. Bring him back.
No. If I was Kyle Shanahan, I would have went to Jed York and say, listen, Jed, I tried it doing both ways, trying to worry about the defense and managing the offense. I need to focus on the offense. I need a blank check to bring in Steve Spagnuolo. That's it. I would have paid whatever Steve Spagnuolo. He wanted $6 million a year. You give him $6 million a year. He's responsible for that defense, and that would have been the difference in this team this year. That would have been the difference. He needs to bring in and scrap this dumb fucking wide nine screen that teams are running the ball right down their throats. It's over. It's done. There's a reason why Seattle went away from the cover 3. It's over. It's done. Now, if shit rolls downhill and if it rolls downhill fast for this team, their number one priority next year, obviously, is signing Brock Purdy 100%. But they got to get a defensive-minded coach and bring him in, a proven defensive-minded coach that Kyle doesn't have to look over his shoulder constantly, with a scheme that could match the skill set that this team built on that side of the ball, and say, here you go. This is your responsibility. Make it into a championship defense. If you feel there's pieces you need to add, we will talk about it. We will see if we can make it happen, and we will address it. And that's it. No more of this freaking wide nine shit. It's done, man. It's done. It's done. There's a reason why Jim Schwartz isn't a head coach anymore. Even Jim Schwartz doesn't even run a true wide nine scheme. He doesn't.
Yeah, wide nine sends both of the ends out wide. Jim Schwartz will only send one side. I don't know if you noticed that. He only sends one guy.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. I agree with you there, man. But listen, bro, we got to get going here. Do you have a final score prediction? I know you said you got the Seahawks winning tonight.
I don't. Listen, it burns my ass to say that. I really want the 49ers to win. I'm pulling for them to win. But unless they show they could fix those issues that have been lingering with this team for the past, since week 2 on, you got to prove it, man. We could sit here and talk until we turn blue in the face. They got to do it. They have to do it, not us. They have to do it. I'm happy that they elevated Evan Anderson today off the practice squad. I think that's going to be a nice addition. I think that could help solidify a little bit in the interior versus the run. But I'm telling you guys,
I forgot to say that. The 2 players elevated from the practice squad today, Evan Anderson, defensive tackle, and safety Jalen Mahoney. So I don't like the Mahoney thing. It's just depth. So
I'm telling you right now, there's blood in the water. And when there's blood in the water, the Sharks are going to attack. And I honestly think Seattle's going to test this interior and try to ram the ball down the throat until the 49ers stop it. Then how are they going to stop it? How they showed to stop it in the past? They start doing run blitzes. Now you start run blitzes, what happened? You start opening and exposing the back end of your defense. And that is why I think the 49ers could have be in it for a rough day today, because they don't have the back end to compensate for the front end, and they don't have the front end to not use the back end to help the front end. That's the issue.
Well, we will see what happens, guys. We will be on the Patreon live. That's right. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Make sure you guys get on over there and join. I will be there. Ali will be there. Tony will be there. I'm thinking both Mikes will be there as well. We're going to have a full cast for the first time in a long time on the Patreon page. So make sure you guys are there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the best part is there will be no spoilers. So you guys get on over there. We're going to rock out with our cocks out, pause, or whatever you guys are supposed to say for that. Leave them out. We're going to have a good time over there on Patreon, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tony, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. If the Seahawks had a full week to prepare for this game, I think they could take advantage of the Niners like that. But fortunately for us, and knock on wood, there's none around here anywhere, so I'll knock on my hard head. This is a short week. This is a Thursday night game. Geno Smith has never won on a Thursday night game. Geno Smith has only ever won in one primetime game, ladies and gentlemen. Only one. Short week favors the Niners heavily. Weird things happen. In a normal situation, I can see what Tony's saying, but Thursday night football, it's always everything except normal.
Before you go,
you
know what I hate? Is when Fox throws up that win probability percentage. Can you see they threw that up last game before they they did it on the rounds run. I hate when they do that shit.
Can you guys hear what he's saying?
Something inside of me gets turned when they do that shit.
It's a jinx in the game. Like, oh, this kicker hasn't missed a field goal from here in his last 38 attempts. Okay, wide right. Win probability, 99% for the 49ers. Whoop, we lose, right? Stop that shit. If you guys see it, cover your eyes. We got to do whatever we got to do. Close your eyes, fingers and ears, and don't see it. Ignore it. Hope that no one else sees it, man, because
NBC or whoever's doing the game doesn't do that. But Fox does it for some reason.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
So we got to cut that shit out, man. It's football. It's an oddly shaped ball for a reason because weird shit happens, guys. That's going to do it for us today. We thank you all. Tony, thanks for jumping in. We will see you guys. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Be there or fucking be square. Or maybe you got Amazon Prime. I don't know. But we'll see you guys soon. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
remain faithful. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey. See, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but niners. Nothing.